A new report sure to raise questions from the peaceful protesters who were hit with pepper balls and tear gas outside the White House last June. An investigation by the Interior Department's Inspector General says federal officers violently cleared protesters from Lafayette Square last year so a contractor could install fencing, not to let President Trump hold a photo op outside St. John's Church. NBC News intelligence and national security reporter Ken Dilanian joins us now live with new reporting on this. Ken, you spoke with the Inspector General today. What did he say?
Hey, Jim, his name is Mark Greenblatt, and he's a 20-year investigator and lawyer, a career civil servant. And what he said was, after a thorough investigation, he and his team found no evidence that the park police made the decision to clear those protesters, however controversial that was. No evidence that that was connected to President Trump's decision to walk through there and hold a photo op. And in fact, he also found that the Attorney General, William Barr, did not order the clearing of that park, that the park police made the decision hours before because they were concerned about violence brewing and vandalism of property, and they wanted to push the perimeter back away from the White House and, as you said, let a contractor come in and install the fence. Now, he also, Jim, found fault with some of what happened that day, including the firing of tear gas by the Washington, D.C. Metro Police and the firing of pepper balls by the Bureau of Prisons, and the latter of which he said was in contravention of the mission plan that day. The park police hadn't intended to do that. And he also said that the Secret Service launched against the protesters before there was a verbal warning which was supposed to happen. So he's not condoning everything that happened, but he's saying it wasn't because Trump wanted a photo op, Jim.
And we know that former President Trump responded today. What did he have to say this afternoon?
Yeah, the former president issued a statement. I'm going to pull it up here. He said, "Thank you to the Department of the Interior Inspector General for completely and totally exonerating me in the clearing of Lafayette Park." That's, of course, an echo of previous statements he's issued on a number of matters. But I'm not sure whether this exonerates Trump or not, but what it does is explode a commonly held belief about what happened that day. 1 + 1 didn't equal 2 in this case. And this is based on interviews and records. And Greenblatt told us if he had found that Trump had ordered this or Barr had ordered it, he would have reported that happily. But he found the opposite, Jim.
Interesting development today. A lot of people have been waiting for this. Ken Dilanian, thanks so much for sharing your time with us and expertise, too. And there will be much more on this story coming up tonight on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt right after News 4 at 6.